All right, everyone, welcome into another episode of the Run Your Day podcast. As always, Dan Hafner coming at you here with a new, fresh episode in this Run Your Day podcast series. Today's topic inside of the theme of relevance is this: causation versus correlation. Thank you, as always, for joining. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode.
Welcome to the Run Your Day podcast, where our goal is to expand your focus and perspective on life. This is your daily dose of motivation, mindfulness, and so much more. And now, here to help you take your day back, your host, Dan Hafner.
All right, everybody, welcome in again to this episode, Correlation versus Causation. So, going to try to have a short, sweet episode for you today. I'm running a little behind, so I'm going to make this quick and I'm going to make this brief, okay? So, correlation versus causation. I think this applies in the theme of relevancy, particularly with the causation, right? So, correlation, we'll start with correlation there. Correlation is it's really like a mutual relationship or connection between like two to three things, usually two, right? It's like a statistical analysis, right? Just because a way I like to think about it is just because one thing is true does not mean the other thing is true inside of correlation, right? Things can be correlated over time, but they're not necessarily related. Causation, on the other hand, is when one thing will cause another, when one action or one habit or one whatever is the direct cause of another thing. That is the opposite of correlation, right? So, like, one analogy I found on here when I was just kind of researching this, it kind of sums it up. It's perfect, right? Correlation is this: 100% of people who breathe die. Like, yeah, that's right. 100% of us breathe air. 100% of us die at some point in our lives. It's just the truth. But one thing does not necessarily cause the other. Just because you breathe does not mean that you will die or suffocate or whatever, you know what I mean? This is a little morbid, but I think it's a good analogy. Causation, on the other hand, is 100% of people who don't breathe die. So you see the key difference there? 100% of people who breathe die. Correlation. 100% of people who don't breathe die. Causation. Okay? So all morbid analogies aside, I really wanted to dive into this topic of causation, right? Because causation is very relevant, I think, in the topic of relevancy. So I've already talked before, even last week, about how our actions will lead to our words, I'm working backwards here. Our thoughts will lead to our words will lead to our habits, and our habits will lead to our actions will lead to our character, right? So this is one big causation effect, right? If you are after a certain target, you're after a certain thing, you're trying to get a promotion, you're trying to improve a relationship, you're trying to be a better parent, whatever you're trying to do, there are specific and focused actions that you can take that will have a causational effect on the outcome of whatever you're trying to change the behavior of or change the target of, right? If you are, for example, if you have a kid that's, and I'm not a parent, so this is just a general example. If you have a kid that's misbehaving or something, you are taking some kind of corrective action and it's not leading to a desired result. If you change the action that you're taking and it causes a different behavior change on the part of that child, that is a causational relationship. That has relevance, right? That new action that you took has relevance to the desired outcome that you want. See what I'm getting at here? It's the degree changes. It's finding where we can have these causational moments in our lives where we realize if we turn 1 degree, if we try something a little different, if we tweak something, if we tweak our approach, if we just try something new, take action with something, it will ultimately lead us down a new road. It will lead us to a different result, which may or may not be something that you're wanting. You might not want a different result. You might want the same result that you've been trying to get to. But at the end of the day, it's not always about getting exactly what you want, because in this world you don't get what you want. You get what you work for. You get what you're ruthlessly committed to. That's what you end up getting in this world. So in sum today, I just want you to think about this relationship of causation, right? My challenge for you today is to think about how your daily habits, how your daily thoughts are causing you to act and behave in certain ways that are not desirable for you right now. What are your thoughts and behaviors that are causing you to act and behave in a way that you don't like? I shouldn't say that. What thoughts and actions are you taking that are causing behaviors that you do not wish to have? So that's my challenge for you today. I highly encourage you to check out our new Run Your Day Facebook page. I'll officially announce that here today. This is an awesome page that I'm starting to build out here. I'm going to start sharing every episode inside of there. And even if I'm going to post up today's topic inside of there, and just comment below. Like I would love to see some engagement. Just post up the answer to this challenge. Just what behaviors are you or what actions are you taking that are causing behaviors that you no longer wish to have? It doesn't have to be super personal. If you don't want people to know about it, then don't engage with it. Just write it in your journal. But if it's something that you think could help other people, I highly encourage you to share. That's what this whole Facebook page is for. I want us to build a community. I want to start building some rapport with people and just finally getting to a place where we can be a little transparent with all of our revelations from the show. And it's not just me up here just spouting my revelations about my life all the time. So again, check it out. It's called Run Your Day, 3 words, on Facebook. I'll include the link to it below here in the description, depending on what platform you're listening to this on. And so check it out. I'm super excited about it. It's going to be even better. I'm going to have live streams on the weekends, live Run Your Day podcasts on the weekends. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited for it. Be sure to join me. 9:30 a.m. this Saturday is going to be the first test live podcast of the Run Your Day podcast. And I am so excited for it. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Be sure to check it out. And that is going to wrap up today's show. We'll see you inside the Run Your Day Facebook page.
Thank you for listening to the Run Your Day podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, feel free to share today's show with friends and family. Until next time, have a great day.